Hey, gamers, we're back.
Hey, gamers.
I
Uh,
never
Fuck the
left.
inner seized.
We're still doing real estate, I think.
We're doing real
Oh.
estate for quite a while.
Real Estate Royale.
So we can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, like
Okay.
how there's a new Yakuza game coming out soon.
Yeah, like
Soon.
in like 4 or 5 days.
No,
right?
less than that. Significantly less. In 2 days.
Wait, what's...
Okay, so
Oh yeah,
Tuesday.
I guess video games do come out on Tuesdays, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. All right.
depends on the video game.
And this time, for maybe the first time ever, I think a new Yakuza game is coming out on PC in parity at the same time with consoles.
I think that's true.
Yes, I think that's correct. I don't even think
So-
Yakuza 6 is on PC yet. I don't think it's ever come
It's
out.
not, and it
Yeah.
won't. I don't
We're
know
still
that it ever
missing
will.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long time before any of that happens, but
See, I don't understand why, because I just played through all of Yakuza Kiwami 2, which runs on the exact same engine as 6.
well, allow me to tell you
So,
why.
I don't know.
Because effort, porting, and Yakuza 7 is a brand new story, so they feel like they can hook more people by just putting out the new one rather than continuation of the old stuff. But I don't know why, because
I don't know.
Kiwami is out. Yeah.
I would imagine the fact that SOE will probably want to port them after 7. Because 7's the first new one.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know.
See, I'm excited for 7. It looks good. It looks like it'll be funny and good.
Yeah, they've been the studio's been posting a lot of Twitter teaser videos, and I'm like, okay. They see they've kept with the ridiculous sub-story stuff. I'm into that.
My plan has been all along to ignore as much possible information about it as I can, because I have a feeling that going in more blind to it will make it more entertaining.
Yeah, I don't know that much about it. I just know a couple of 20-second clips that they posted to Twitter here and there.
I don't even
I've
really
seen-
know who this character is. Sorry, go ahead.
I've seen videos, I guess, back when it was initially announced in Japan,
Right.
of like
yeah.
how the system works, and then one of the quote-unquote magics that's cast.
Yes, yeah.
That's about it. I don't know the story. I don't know who exactly we're playing as. It's just the fact that it's an RPG.
I think that's pretty much all I've seen too, is like those initial announcement trailer type things. And I mean, I know who we're playing as, but that's only because he is front and center in all of the media surrounding anything about the game, including like when you buy it. So
Yeah.
I mean, he is straight up on the banner.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is actually, but I know that he exists.
I guess we'll find out soon when we play the video game.
He has a good haircut.
He does have a good haircut. That's true.
Yes.
Wow, you protected your properties.
Yeah, I mashed A real good. That's the trick.
I bet I would be really good at this, because I'm really good at mashing the A button.
I know. You play fighting
Uh,
games.
No, just actually, I'm really good at mashing the A button because I played too much Pokemon Stadium when I was younger.
Ah, true.
Yeah, Pokemon
True. That
Stadium and
fucking-
Mario
that
Party,
fucking Pikachu minigame.
they'll do it. Yeah.
You ever use a spoon to do that?
No, I'm undefeated in just using my hand.
How are you at Mario Party 1?
I repeat, I'm undefeated in mashing minigames.
I said Mario Party 1.
All of them. Doesn't matter which one.
But can you mash the control stick?
In a circle, yes, I'm also undefeated in that.
So how's your palm?
One time I did that and it gave me a really bad blister in my palm because I just ripped my hand
Yeah,
open.
so
doing it.
as a child, I subscribed to the Nintendo Power, which is hot tips for gamers, and they were like, "No, don't fucking use your palm to spin the stick in Mario Party. You're gonna get a blister. What the fuck is wrong with you? Use
Yeah.
your thumb. Use your thumb." And
But then you
actually, I
lose.
started doing that, and I got real good at doing it with my thumb. Actually, I was like keeping up with my brother and sister, so. There's some merit there. You can do it.
There's
You don't
some merit,
You don't
but
have to.
I'll-
You don't
I'll
have
beat
to
you.
fuck up your whole life.
Nah, I'll just beat you though.
Alright.
Because
It
especially
yeah.
now,
improved your love life.
the palms are calloused enough after doing that in my childhood enough where it no longer matters, so I can just do it.
All right.
So,
Well,
I mean, it's over if I
well, this is a problem specific to Mario Party 1, so I don't think it's gonna come up anytime soon.
It's like playing the guitar. You don't have enough time, you'll be good at it no matter what. You just feel nothing.
Mario Party 1 isn't even a good one.
No, it's not.
Mario Party 2 is the first good one.
Mario Party 1 is like a fun, chaotic kind of way. It just I mean, except for the one-player minigames.
The minigames are bad in one, in my opinion.
A lot of them were like really oddly short.
Right.
Like I do like the basketball minigame, but it ends so quickly, kind of makes it redundant.
Between the length of the minigames, how slow the load times are, and how long it takes anything to happen in the board game part of Mario Party 1, you spend a lot of time just on the board in Mario Party 1, and it's not good. Very unpleasant to just be sitting on the board watching things happen slowly. That's the main reason why anytime... I don't think Mario Party is a good game. Let me just clarify. I don't think Mario Party is very good at all. But
let me go find Mr. Dan Riker.
But if you're gonna play a Mario Party on the N64, you should probably play 2 or 3, because those are the ones that are more playable. I like 2 because I think the gimmick outfits and stuff is kind of fun. And I like some of the mini games, and I like the worlds maybe a little bit better, the maps. But I think 3, in terms of just gameplay, is the best one. They kind of just kept improving them up to a point.
I remember vividly my cousin got Mario Party 4 for like really cheap from someone we knew. When we played it, I kind of felt kind of slightly disappointed in it. Because most of the items in that game were just fucking mushrooms.
Yeah.
I hate the whole gimmick of the micro and the mega mushroom.
What about 5? 5 is the fucked up one.
I never played much of 5. I think I looked at it once.
They're all fucked up.
No.
Yeah, 5 I think is the one where you can throw your capsules onto spaces and change the spaces.
5 is the most fucked up one, Andy, because 5 is the one where, like, you have really terrible maps where it's like you can just like loop and like get a star like 3 times, or like there's a map where like you could just buy as many stars as you can afford or whatever, and like 5 is, and then there's capsules which can make very stupid and fucked up things happen. So 5 is like the, I don't want to say it's like the competitive one because none of them are, but 5 is the one where like if you care about playing the fucked up one, that's the one you would play, I think.
Hey, just so you know, we've been talking about Mario Party for 6.5 minutes, so we need to maybe stop.
Mario Party is very
we keep
important.
going. Because I don't know shit about real estate. Kind of want to keep it that way.
Well, there's no real estate knowledge that you will get out of this minigame.
Okay, good.
Instead of
it is. Do you know enough to know that double circles is really good, and that you should hit A when you have double circles in the highlighted column? Then yeah, you're good.
If you want to combine real estate and Mario Party, then you should play Fortune Street, which is like, imagine if Mario Party existed, but instead it was bad and all about being capitalist, and that's it. It's like the worst version of Monopoly you've ever played. And Monopoly is a game that I don't think is good. So
it's intentionally bad.
Right. Man, Fortress Street gave me the greatest TNT. Or was it, what was it, Friday?
Yeah, Thursday night throwdown, maybe? Thursday night throwdown, yeah.
Where just seeing them like get confused for like the first hour and then finally click in. And just for trying their best to sabotage one another.
He's referring to Giant Bomb, for the record, and the best thing about that entire thing is just at the end, Patrick crying because it sucked so bad. It was so bad that he started crying.
For those who do follow Giant Bomb and have no idea what we're talking about, Thursday Night Throwdown is so old. Ryan Davis was still alive. That's how long ago we're talking.
I'm pretty sure he picked that game thinking it was just like a regular Mario Party, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh fuck, it's 5 hours
Right, because there was like Dragon Quest characters in the Wii one and shit, and then Mario characters and stuff. But yeah, I cannot, in good conscience, I can't even recommend watching that because it's literally 4 hours long and it's so terrible.
No, it's just fantastic.
But
it's good for like background noise more than anything.
But it's really funny watching Patrick cry because the game sucks so much and it just kept screwing him. So,
look, man, he had the good sting with E-Block, and then everything just fell apart for him.
Right. Well, it fell apart for him because everyone else screwed him over repeatedly, which is what you do in Fortune Street. That's how you play the video game because it's about capitalism. So.
Yeah, like Mario Party.
Right. Well, Mario Party is, as much as I hate to say this, more socialist of a video game, more communist of a video game than Fortune Street, because they
there is an option called Bowser's Revolution as well, which will redistribute the wealth, which is pretty fantastic.
It's one of the best things in Mario Party.
By the way, happy election, everybody.
Yeah. Well, actually, let's put it this way.
Mediocre election,
Terrible
everybody.
election, everyone. However, it could have been worse.
Could have been. I mean, I've been so far been enjoying
it could have been
this
a lot
scene.
better
Yeah,
too.
it sure could have.
Yeah.
Always could have. That's always the thing. So I'm getting like the mod enjoyment of seeing the fucker just finally break
Yeah, it's
down.
just that in this case, it could have easily been a lot better, and it wasn't because of very stupid people.
Yes.
Right.
I need a
Very
fucking
stupid
penny.
people who learn nothing.
Who immediately after
not-
it ended went, you know what? The reason that went so bad was because not because we fucked up, they did, but because other people fucked up who didn't fuck up, who won, and were the reason that we won.
Yeah, these socialists that won like 31 of their 39 races, it's their fault. Not the fact that all the centrists lost.
Not the fact that everyone who ran against Medicare for All lost a race. Every single centrist who ran on against Medicare for All lost a race.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, I think that Kiryu probably believes in universal healthcare, and I'll tell you why. Because he punches people a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, and they probably need healthcare after he punches them. And also,
True.
he gets punched a lot too. So I imagine he also would want healthcare.
But he has to connect to the Yakuza. He'll be fine.
What is Japan's healthcare situation?
Really good.
Do
It's
we
good.
know?
It's good.
Okay.
It's really good.
They have universal healthcare, I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay.
It's like great.
That
He's-
was my
It's
question.
like
so
it's like
thank
really
you.
cheap and great. Like you can go and have a baby, and it will cost you less than $1,000. It costs like $500 or something to go have a baby.
So what you're telling me is actually anytime I need a medical procedure, I should actually just get on a plane and go to fucking Tokyo. Because it might be cheaper.
Unironically, it may literally be cheaper depending on what you are doing.
I think France might be the better option, though.
I have heard tell stories of, and this is anecdotal, of course, but of people who live in LA who are like, oh, I need to have a major surgery done. It is actually significantly cheaper for me to get on a plane 2 ways to Japan, go there, get the surgery done there, and then come back than it is to just get it done in America. So
Yeah, I believe
I
it.
believe it. Same.
Yeah, I remember, must have been over 10 years ago, but in France, they had an interview with an English lady who was pregnant, and she stayed at the hospital like for several nights, and it cost her 10 pounds for delivering a baby in overnight stays, which would cost like $10,000 in the United States.
And it would cost like $10,000 a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my sister was in the hospital, like, pregnant for, like, 2 months because of complications. So I don't even want to know what her bill
Let
looked
me
like.
just tell you, it'll cost you like $1,000 a night, and all they're giving you is like an IV drip and bad sandwiches. And they will charge you $1,000 a night for that. In the U.S., to be clear.
Not even bologna sandwiches?
No, they're not. They're like turkey, and they have cheddar on them, and it's white bread, and that's it.
No mayonnaise.
Maybe mayonnaise if you're lucky.
It's like, assuming that you're not at some sort of rich person hospital, it's going to be like public school food.
Honestly, that's a compliment though on hospital food, because most hospital food I have had was worse than that. As someone who
Really?
let me just say, as someone who recently went to detox, and I mean very recently, right? Hey, the food is bad it's really bad in the hospital. It's really bad. It's really bad.
I believe it.
I had
I believe you.
hamburgers and chicken tenders a couple times. So you the way that it works is you wake up and then they give you a menu and they say, what do you want for breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? Breakfast the next day and then lunch, dinner that day, right? And so you answer them, and you have some options. They have one option, which is the option that they're making, and then there are some other default options you can pick, right?
Which they
Which
always
are
have, I
they'll
guess.
yeah, regardless of meal. If you really want, don't do this. If you really want, you can just eat chicken tenders and fries for every single meal.
Okay, so this sounds a lot like the Sussex County Community College cafeteria,
Right.
actually.
So it sounds like that, right? However, first of all, worst fries I've ever had, bar none, in my entire life.
Okay, we're still on par with SCCC, so go on.
Second of all, any food that you eat there, except for the daily menu, assuming that it's something healthy, which it isn't always, will absolutely make your colon blocked up no matter what. And
I'm sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you, but that lady's title was sex worker having a bad day.
Yeah, it was.
oh, that's a shame.
Okay, go on.
Oh, offer up a little tuna to the fish market.
It's about to be a much worse day.
Yeah, there's no food there that you eat that won't make you constipated, and also, the chicken tenders are like, you know, when you go to the supermarket and you buy the big box supermarket brand Dino chicken tenders, the really bad ones. The,
Oh, yeah, the ShopRite
supremely
ones.
shitty ones, right?
Yeah.
Mechanically separated
The ones where
chicken.
they inject them with water, so it has extra water content, so that they weigh more. This is what we're talking for the chicken tenders. So maybe that was just the hospital I went to, but my hospital food experience lately has been sub public school, like sub school lunch, like all like just bad.
So I will say, my high school cafeteria was quite good. My middle school did not have a cafeteria.
Yeah, same.
So-
My middle school, you had to just bring your own lunch.
Yeah, it was either that or you got to order a peanut butter and jelly from the high school.
Okay,
And they
I
would
want you
bring
to
it.
imagine something for a moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have some weird slop as your main course,
Yep.
and for dessert they give you a bit of jelly,
Yes.
Jell-O,
this
rather.
is a normal occurrence.
green Jell-O, that has green beans inside of it.
Here's my question though: what flavor is the Jell-O?
Green.
If it's green, I'm assuming that means
So it's
lime.
actually Jell-O flavored.
It's actual Jell-O. They put green beans into the mix.
Isn't this like a
So,
50s
like-
thing?
Probably.
Jello molds are, I want to say like a
Or
70s
like yeah,
thing,
it's maybe yeah.
like an
Those
early
three
70s.
eras, food-wise, just
thing.
kind of like rubbed together for me, like 50s, 60s, 70s, where they were like putting bananas in mayo and then wrapping it in ham and shit. Hey, this is
Oh yeah, so
Revolting.
we were getting off topic about socialism and healthcare and stuff. So we are now doing our minigame battle with the Pleasure King, and this is the hardest minigame I've ever played in my life, and this includes comparing it to the dancing minigame.
Really?
Yeah, this gets really hard.
think of like imagine
So-
a dating game in like visual novel form, right? But instead of just
Yeah.
having it be a simple yo, answer the fucking question, it's one, timed, and two, there's like quick times in order to do the answers.
Yeah, and the wrong answers are also floating around the screen and constantly change directions to try and trip you up. It's surprisingly difficult.
So
You'll
it's like
see.
you need to understand the visual novel path that you need to go down in order to win, and you also need to execute on it at the same time.
Hey there.
Yeah, so I need to rotate the control stick to fill up the rotary, and then when I release it, it'll fire a beam at the thing I need.
Which is easy to talk
And
to,
the-
but it's moving behind everything else.
Yeah. And it will give you a hint, but that also doesn't help me because I know what one it is. I just need it to be clear. I need it to be a
And
clear
you'll notice
shot.
also that the beam is not a hit scan. It has travel time. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to lead your shot.
I mean, the correct answer is usually pretty obvious at the very
Well-
least.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not necessarily. Is my understanding.
Trendy.
Is Kiryu 20 in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked old. Like here, like bruh.
Did you have to stop that,
Yes.
or is it random?
Yes,
Oh.
you have to stop it.
Yeah, and then also, you know, obviously this is
This is maybe meant for the
this is
heterosexuals
meant for the
in the crowd.
heterosexuals. This is very Eroi.
I don't think I'm the target audience for this one.
I mean, or you know, lesbians maybe, but probably not. I don't know. This doesn't
Funnel cake.
have a
Uh-oh.
face like a funnel.
So this is what happens when you fuck up. Kiryu says the dumbest shit possible.
Yo, what's your favorite sport? Mothball.
Meatball.
Your favorite sport?
Basement.
Basement would be the scariest answer bar none that you could say to someone. Yo, what's your favorite sport? Basement.
Alright, anyone want to come down to my basement? and
We
eat some
can do
pizza
sports
rolls?
down there.
We can have a Halo 2 LAN party.
You have a very raspy voice. And yeah, the thing that we're not seeing here is that you need to win over a certain number of, or
You have to get to the end and have them agree to meet with
right,
you,
because
basically.
this isn't just now. If this was what this actually is in real life, right, which is call girls, which is the idea of that it's like a telephone call service that you talk to, right, and then you know they say sexy things to you on the phone or whatever, right? There's no meeting up at the end. That's not a thing. That doesn't happen, right? But our goal here is to like get her to agree to want to hang out with us and meet up and have sex or whatever. And then if we win and do that, then we beat the Pleasure King. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And this is the only time you have, quote unquote, have to. But
There are, I believe, sub-stories tied
yeah,
to
that's
this
what I thought.
minigame, which are optional. You don't have to do
cheating's
them.
fine. Cheetah's fine. Chatting's bad. I like that one.
Dangerously
I like
cheesy.
chatting's bad. Hate to chat.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Shit, what would she want to hear? You're crumbly. You're clammy. Oh, you almost hit that.
Almost.
You're clammy.
I thought that was gonna say you're gay. But no, it's you're gassy.
No, the Yakuza translators and developers are not quite that terrible. Although there's definitely some very questionable content.
Yeah. The whole Pleasure King thing is
I'm a little
transphobic.
curious about what the new one is going to be like in regards to that stuff. Because
So I just finished Kiwami 2, and I don't remember seeing any transphobic stuff in Kiwami 2.
yeah, but that's also, you have to remember that that's remake territory. So I don't know if that was
Yeah,
in the original
yeah.
game or not.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know about 5 or 6 either, or 4. So maybe they just didn't have that stuff in those, or
I remember hearing there was something in either 3, 4, or 5, something for the HD collection that they just put out where they did
actually
remove
took
it.
out. Oh, that's
I just-
cool. Yeah.
Where they took it out, but I don't remember what it was or which
Oh
game it
god,
was.
my controller died. Okay, where was I?
What?
It was for, I forget it was, I have my fucking Buy 2 controller.
Oh, so you've been
see.
talking the
Got
whole time.
it.
Got it.
Yes, because I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
They did remove it. They changed
Do you know
it
what
altogether.
which one it was in and what
Okay.
it was?
I know what it is. I don't remember which one. It was 4 or 5. There's a section where like someone was chasing you,
Oh.
and they knew what the problem was, so they
Good.
just straight up took it out
Oh, yeah.
for the actual release and the remakes. So
So that
that
seems
stuff is gone.
That's encouraging then, I would say, for the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if they replaced it with something else entirely or just removed it, but specifically the transphobic stuff is definitely gone.
Because I
Yeah.
do know that
game.
there's been more communication, I guess, between like the US people who've been doing the translations and the actual devs since they started really bringing them over here. I mean, they've been bringing them over here for many years, right? But since they started this sort of new initiative to get them to be popular again.
Yeah, which seems to be working.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, look, let me just say, working closely with the people who translate your video games, generally just a great idea. Because it'll result in a better product overall, always, every time. Look, good localization is much better than a direct translation. That's always true. Anyone who disagrees with that is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I like just thinking about this game and how many like jokes
Oh,
there are that
my
like rely
God.
on the word like words
Dumb
sounding the same in
wordplay,
English.
yeah.
That must have been just like completely changed from like a similar but not the same
my
joke in
God.
Japanese. Like I don't think those jokes would land in English. I just don't think they would.
Oh, they
Yeah, I
definitely
say this
would've.
as someone who watches probably too much. Okay, well, we'll get this in the next
Oh
one.
well. Okay.
Done.
Too much
Mario
anime.
Party.
Gentlemen, good luck. Thursday.
Because